Oh no, my fire! Reapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser. Using the visor back with another reaction video. He's on the reaction content, so I can deliver that for you guys. Vector, top 10 worst ways to pass away, guys. Imagine dying from fucking nutting too hard. If you guys enjoy the reaction content, your reaction videos like feature is simply see a like button. You subscribe and tickle the notification bell icon. Just stream video, Twitch screen seems freaking amazing. Let's dive straight to the end of this video.
Whoa, this is a little scary. How's it going, you guys?
Dude, my
Welcome
beard,
back
I know,
to
it
another
is
most
scary.
amazing top 10 video. I'm Landon, and in my last top 10 video, I
I'm
asked...
gonna be for real, guys, on some real shit, like... I don't know. I feel like just having a mustache is bad, because it just gives me that Hitler stash, like, you know what I'm saying?
all of you, what is something that confuses you? And this is what you all said right here. Today's cover question of the day is, what do you guys think is the absolute worst way to die? So this right here is the top 10 worst ways to die, and let's get right into it. So starting off this list and coming in at number 10, we have dying in a plane crash. It is every traveler.
Dude, I think the worst way to die from like a plane is not just hitting like some solid or hard terrain, but like crashing in like an actual fucking body of water. So like imagine falling like, well, I know like they have emergency landings for that, but it's like I'm just saying like, let's say if the plane just blows up, like the fucking propellers or whatever, the thingamajigs have a seizure, bro, and then like they just blow up, and then the pilot and then everyone on the plane accepts their fate. I feel like dying from like the water would be worse because it's like, I mean, it's either way it would still be instant, but like I just think water would be worse, you know what I'm saying?
Traveler's nightmare, especially when turbulence occurs. Although you're in a plane crash, it's not necessarily your...
And then, like, here's the thing about plane crashes, right? Like, the chances of dying from a plane crash, it's so small, but you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna die. In fact, of the 568 US plane crashes between 1980 and 2000, more than 90% of the crash victims actually survived.
Like, bro, if anything, I'm more scared of helicopters, bro. Like, helicopters, you have a bigger chance of crashing on those, you know what I'm saying? But I think planes, it's like, you don't gotta worry. I mean, like, the chance... Dude, it's like, nowadays, it's like plane crashes are so damn rare, you know what I'm saying?
In fact, your chances of surviving your next flight is 99.99, which isn't too bad. But imagine you were in a plane crash, how scary it would be. You have no idea what's happening. You have this small window to look out of. And all you're thinking is, oh my god, the ground is coming closer and closer. The oxygen mask starts to fall. Everyone is totally freaking out, losing their minds. There is panic in this plane. You're not sure when the high impact is gonna occur. And are you gonna smack into land and instantly die or get crushed? Or are you going to be in the water and now you have to fight for your life by swimming? So now this brings us into the number 9 spot, and we're talking about drowning. Drowning refers to a process where the...
I'm drowning. I'm into the water. I'm into too much rain.
person experiences respiratory impairments as a result of the submersion and immersion in liquid. Drowning is the third leading cause of...
That buddy looks like he's enjoying the water. Oh no, there's a tadpole. Oh no, there goes the tadpole.
Intentional injury death worldwide. And it's estimated that 372,000 people annually die. So if you were to estimate that, that's about 10 people per day. In Europe, drowning was used as a form of capital punishment, and it was one of the most practiced forms of execution until the 17th and 18th century. Can you guys just imagine going underwater?
No, drowning definitely is the worst way to die, because like, it's not instant, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I remember when I was a little kid, bro. I'm dead serious. When this was back to when I couldn't swim, bro. I was like 5 years old, 6 years old. I don't remember. I just remember I was in the pool, bro. And then I was like just chilling. And then like my floaty or whatever, like my thingamajig, it just like, I didn't have a, what was it called? What were those things called, bro? Those fucking, it's like those boards that like you put your chest on. You know what I'm saying? You know, you guys know exactly what I'm saying. I floated on that, bro, and it slipped under my stomach, like it went like this. It's those, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's those boards that you just put on your chest, like they're small. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I forgot what they're called, but I remember I was on one of those, bro. I didn't have no life jacket, nothing, and then I started fucking like doing that, bro. I was like doggy paddling, struggling. I thought I was gonna die, and then one of my friends from a very long time ago ended up seeing me and helped me. I was scared because nobody saw me. Like, the lifeguard wasn't... There was a lot of people in the pool, and nobody saw me, bro. Dude, I remember when I was, like, a little kid. I know you guys want to watch the video and don't want to see me ranting, but, like, entirely, but it's, like... I remember when I was a little kid, bro. I mean, we all did it, bro. I said this in one of my small videos, but it's like, you know that feeling when like you're on the edge, bro, and you feel like you're Spider-Man because like you feel like you're like on a, you can't swim. You know what I'm saying?
The first thing that comes to your mind is panic, freak out. You have no idea when your last breath is. You're just gasping for air. And everything just suddenly goes dark.
That's my worst
You're blacking
fear.
out.
I think that's my worst fear, bro.
In and
It's
out of
painful,
consciousness.
too.
You have no idea what's going on. What is your body doing? Your body actually fights for survival. But at this point, there's just nothing you can do. Coming in at number...
That's terrifying.
We have being burned alive.
This is just as terrifying, and I'm Jewish, so I can relate this. But it's like, dude, fucking, oh, damn.
Many societies have used this as an execution method for such crimes as treason, rebellious actions by slaves, heresy, witchcraft, and demonstrated sexual deviancy, such as incest or homosexuality. The best known type of execution of death by burning is when the guilty is bound to a large wooden stake. Just imagine being tied down to a board, and you're being doused by gasoline or
Oh no, my fire!
anything flammable. And then you hear the match lit, and you're just there, helpless. Your skin starts to burn and you feel everything. The panic kicks in.
That's the thing, like, if you touch fire for like just a second, it doesn't hurt, but it's like, obviously if you're in it for such a period of time, you start squirming like a fucking maggot.
You're looking around and your skin starts to boil up. Usually people don't die from the fire itself, they die from the carbon monoxide poisoning, which is smoke inhalation. So unless you're closed off in a room, it's gonna take you some time to pass out or die. And what's worse than being burned alive is adrift at sea, and this comes in at number 7.
Basically
There's
drowning,
many
right?
hazards in the ocean that will decrease the chances of survival.
I think this is like the worst fear though, like just being straight in the middle of the ocean, because like, see, that's the thing I hate about the ocean, bro. It's like, oh no, my fucking heart, bro. I don't have heart problems, guys. I have a healthy heart. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. You guys ever get that like sudden pain? You think you're about to die, but it's like, dude, these fuckers are. I can't talk right now. Fuck. I think dying in the middle of the ocean. Damn, bro. Okay, I think dying in like just being stranded in the middle of the ocean is the worst fear, because it's like, you can't see around you and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't see shit in the ocean. I can't see if Flying Dutchman is gonna come and slay my penis.
If you're adrift at sea, you are most likely to suffer from dehydration. So imagine being out there in the open waters, lost. There's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do but try to survive. So you're out there barely surviving. Some of you guys are probably wishing that you would die right now. Hyperthermia is another thing to watch out for if you're adrift at sea. Hyperthermia is when your body loses more heat than it produces, and your core body temperature drops. If you've made it through starvation, dehydration, and hyperthermia, well, guess what? You still need to worry about sea creatures. There is so many things to look out for. Imagine piranhas. These things are so little, but they'll eat you alive, or a shark. So now this easily brings me into the number 6 spot. We've kind of already talked about it, but we're talking about getting eaten alive by an animal. You just lowered yourself in the food chain and you've just become prey. Imagine the animal biting you limb for
meow
limb, and all you can do is watch and scream. You're in such shock, you have no idea if you're alive or if you've just died. You're seeing things that you've never seen before and you don't ever want to see again. There is just so much blood everywhere. There's bones being snapped out, and your body is bending in ways that it should never be bending in. Or imagine this, being eaten alive by a snake.
Dude, look at it. How is a snake even alive at this point? How is this even? This has got to be fake. This is clearly Photoshop. What the fuck is? What are those? Like, damn it! I can't show you guys, but it's basically like 2 bumps right here. I don't know what the fuck, dude. The snake. How is the snake still alive? Come on, this is obviously Photoshop. Like, how does that happen?
Snake hole. If you weren't crushed to death, you're now living inside of a snake just waiting to die. Starvation comes in at number 5. Starvation can cause permanent organ damage and eventually death. There's insufficient scientific data on exactly how long people can live without food. Although the length of time obviously varies with an individual's percent of...
As a Jew, I can relate to this. I never was fed during the concentration camps. So it's like... and they only had... Dude, they only gave us, like, I think they would only feed them like fucking like a small slice of like bread, bro. That wasn't even like good bread, you know what I'm saying?
Body fat and general health. So usually with adults,
I always just bring up the fucking Holocaust and shit, bro. Or I just make Jewish jokes whenever like, I mean, I'm Jewish myself, so it's like, I mean, bro, if you're not, even if you're not Jewish, I'm not gonna get mad at you for making a Jewish joke, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people. I'm not soft, bro. Like, sometimes I might seem soft, but I'm not soft. You know what I'm saying? I'm only soft. I already have a soft spot when it comes to, like, fuck, I'm trying to think. Just negativity. That's the only soft spot I have. Like, if you're in, like, I know I bitch in my videos, but it's just, like, it's not the type of negativity, like, that, like, you seem. Like, it's not negativity, like, in a hate way, you know what I can't explain it.
Starvation can lead to death within 8 to 12 weeks. There's cases of individual people living for 25 weeks without food. Starvation usually begins when the individual loses about 30% of their body weight. Once the loss reaches more than 40%, death is almost inevitable. On average, around 25,000 people die every day due to hunger or hunger-related causes. This means every 3.5 seconds, one person dies. Moving on to number 4, we have freeze to death. Imagine it's getting colder and colder and colder. You're probably living in Canada, but jokes aside, your movements are getting slower.
Canada.
You're surrounded by cold, and there's just nothing you can do. You're having severe problems breathing, and you can see your skin turning blue and black.
So, like, freezing to death, yeah, like hypothermia in a way, basically. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know, that's terrifying.
You know
Frostbite.
you're gonna die, you just don't know when. Your body starts to shiver uncontrollably, and you are noticing that you've stopped moving. The only thing you feel—
That's terrifying, bro. I think freezing to death might actually be worse than fucking, I don't know. There's drowning to death, freezing to death, and burned alive. I think out of the 3, and then you got buried alive. I think out of the 4, I think that's mentioned in this video too at the end, but I think out of the 4, the worst would probably be, dude, I mean, they're all garbage. Like, they're all terrible ways to die. They're all slow. If I had to pick, like, which one was the worst, though, I'd probably go with fucking drowning. I think drowning's terrifying. I think drowning is the worst. But either way, they're all terrible ways to die.
is your heart—
Like, bro, I hate when people ask me stupid questions like, if you had to choose which one of those ways to die, which one would you choose? Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Your thoughts in your head, and your eyes are wandering around. During this whole process, you're in and out of consciousness. You're thinking, like, was this my last breath? Okay, was this one my last breath? Is this one gonna be my last breath? And then all of a sudden, you black out, and you thought you just died. But no, you wake up, you're breathing slow all over again, and you're going through this whole process again. Now, I know it's hard to imagine something worse than that, but moving into number 3 spot,
Number 3.
we're talking about falling. You're on top of a really tall building, and you went—
I'm a cat, so I'm used to falling. Meow! I have 9 lives. Well, now I have 8 because I just fell. But
a little bit too far off the edge. Or imagine this. You're skydiving and your parachute malfunctions. Scary, I know. You're now falling into your inevitable death. You are fully aware of everything that's happening, and you know that when you're gonna hit the ground, you're gonna suffer from severe injuries, and if they're so severe, you're gonna die. But a lot of you guys might have a little bit of hope while you're falling that, you know what, you might live. So you have all these thoughts just rushing through your head, you're freaking out, you're panicking. A lot of you might pass out in the air because you just couldn't take it, you couldn't handle it. And for the others, you hope that you just pass out in the air and then that's it for you in the sky, instead of plummeting to the ground and feeling everything. Falls is actually the second leading cause of accidental death worldwide. In 2003, unintentional falls resulted in 556,000 deaths. Okay, coming into number 2 spot, for the worst way to die, we have being tortured.
tortured? Oh, dude, have you guys ever just had someone tickle your pee-pee with a torch fork? Nah, being tortured to death is definitely worse. I think torture to death might actually be the worst, more worse than, dude, my fucking titty ball. My stress ball. It went on the other fucking side, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna get it after the video. Guys, I think, like, I think torture to death is the worst.
Torture continues to be practiced today. In fact, torture takes place in majority of the countries in the world, as many as 90% of them. It is most often takes place in places of detention.
I know that one way of torturing is like putting them in like the white room. Like, you know, I already made a video on this. I think I literally reacted to a Mr. Beast video of it, but it's like just being stuck in a white room, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Initially police lockup, interrogation rooms, prison systems, or any other places that people are deprived of their freedom. While such techniques from the Middle Ages are no longer used on a large scale, the techniques of torture are still just as cruel, inhumane, and painful to the victims. The scariest part about being tortured is you have no idea their intentions and what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna be going through enduring pain. There's gonna be so much pain, you just wanna die instantly, but you're being tortured, so that person is not going to let you die. I don't know what's worse, the anticipation of the whole thing, or the fact that you're slowly being dismembered. Okay, so finally we've made it to the #1 spot. This to me is the absolute worst way to die. Let me know if you guys agree, but I'm talking about being buried alive. There is lots of fears that you're going to be battling. There is being claustrophobic, starvation, dehydration, hyperthermia, and these are just to name a few of the many things. Just imagine being trapped with nothing to do but listen to your own thoughts. Anyone would go absolutely crazy. They would become delusional.
I am crazy.
And
no, I think, bro, I remember seeing a video like how to survive being buried alive. Apparently they said something like, well, I know, dude, like, here's the first thing, like, if you're buried alive, first thing is don't panic because you're just wasting air. I know that. But so I remember seeing a video about how, like, if you're in, like, a metal tomb, whatever, a metal coffin or whatever the fuck they're called, like, just the steel ones, then you forget it. But they said if you're, you know, like a wooden one, then you have a chance. But if you're in, like, a, you know what I'm saying?
Panic. You're slowly being suffocated, there's no air to breathe, and again, there's nothing you can do about it. And guess what? The soil above you acts as a sound barrier, so there's no point.
Dude, I'm gonna be for real. Death scares me, bro. It's like, fuck. Oh, never mind.
Yelling out for help because there's no one can hear you. Unless grandpa's hearing aids are turned up like mega high, you're just there to die. So you're just there and you want to die quickly, but there's nothing you can do to take your own life. Your body can actually survive 8 to 10 days without water, and if for some reason you're able to get water, well, you're just gonna prolong your life and you can live about 3 weeks without food. And then your insides just start eating itself out, your body's just deteriorating. I mean, how petrifying is this whole situation? Well, there you guys have it.
Yeah, well, guys, this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. Which one of those ways to die would you hate the most? He is the reaction content. Your reaction features him to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.
Extra large money.